something we've all been waiting for a long, long time. And it's already been rumoured roughly 72 times in the past. But it's rumoured again. Let's get into it. Bloodborne. Bloodborne Remastered is targeting a 2025 date, claims a brand new rumour. So Bloodborne, I don't know if you boys know. I don't know how much you check X or Twitter as it was in the past. This game gets rumoured to be shown every month, more or less, since the last however many years, and it's just got a new one. Davey, I'm going to come across to you as you're a big Bloodborne fan, same as me. Dare I say it's your favourite?
It is my favourite, yeah. My favourite FromSoft game. It's my first introduction to FromSoft games. And I think whichever one is your first intro always holds a special place in your heart. Just turns out that Bloodborne's absolutely cracked out the fucking wazoo as well. Insane game. Why this hasn't come out yet totally escapes me. I have no idea why. There's a couple of rumours for this. Rumours on rumours on rumours. Racks on racks on racks. That apparently September State of Play is going to be showing games by Asian studios, and potentially we could see Bloodborne in there. But with this rumour targeting 2025 release, I can't see that being the case. 2025 seems like ages out. We don't know what's on the slate for 2024. I wouldn't be shocked to see this come out next year, lads. I really wouldn't. If it's just a remaster, there's not that much work to be done. The big thing for me, and the thing that would make me jizz my pants to oblivion, would be if we get a certain studio working on this. A certain little gem. Spence, do you know what studio I'm referencing here?
Well, I believe they're of a certain colour. And they love to just, point at you quite a bit. Oh, the company that should remake every game whenever any game is ever remade. Oh, Blue Point. Oh, if. The issue is, this was just kind of a silly rumour now, but now you've made it into a dream. If Blue Point were to do this, Jesus Christ. But I don't think they are, as you're saying, because it's called Bloodborne Remastered. I think they would remake it. If it's remastered, I think it's coming from FromSoft. If this is true, which I don't believe it is. Not a chance. I mean, it's got to happen eventually, sure. But do I think it's now? My hopes are so frail. But if it is happening, Blue Point, please. please, Blue Point. It would look so sick.
I'm just thinking, if it's 2025, then why take so long on it? It's got to be a remake at that point, if it's 2025. If it was just a remaster, it's not that much work, surely, to spruce it up to 60 and chuck it up to 4K. Not enough that it takes like 5 years for it to actually be released. There's no chance. Surely you think that Bluepoint has such huge success with Demon's Souls. Let's go to the next one that Sony co-funded. It makes sense. It makes sense, and people would go fucking nuts. I would go nuts. I'd go nuclear if Bluepoint were doing it, same as yourself, Spence. So I'm projecting a lot, I'm hoping, but I'm saying that this 2025, if it is true, that's going to be a remake, not a remaster. But I could also see this coming out next year in a remastered state, not done by Bluepoint, but done by someone else. One of the support studios that we've purchased over the last couple of years, maybe. I'm smoking whatever they're putting out.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream, but yeah, I completely agree. Philmate, Bloodborne being, I think, the only Soulsborne game you've actually dipped your toes into. You have played it quite a little bit. I believe we kind of held your hand through the experience. And you actually beat quite a few bosses, as far as I remember. If this is true, would you be dipping your toes in and trying the whole FromSoft, difficult Bloodborne, Soulsborne experience? Would you be giving it another go? Do you think this would entice you, my friend?
Well, this rumour, Spence, it sounds more like a fantasy with some of the noises you've been making. And I know this game is great. Everybody loves Bloodborne. But this rumour is absolutely mad. Now, I'm not a Bloodborne fan, as you've alluded to. I've played it a little bit, beaten a couple of bosses, but it's just not my style of game. But I hear this all the bloody time on Twitter. Give off, guys. Like, every time there's a state of play or there's some announcement from Sony or, there's some rumblings on Twitter, it's, Bloodborne's going to come. It's got to be this time. It's got to happen. And I'm sure at some point it will. But I think this rumor, again, like every other rumor that I've been hearing about this over the last couple of years, is complete tosh. But there is one fact that I have for you guys that probably gives some credence to my reasoning why I think this is complete tosh, okay? So it came from a leaker. The leaker's name is I Am a Hero 2. And he's now come out and said that actually this leak, it didn't come from him, okay? So he's trying to move away from this rumor. So he's trying to say, actually, this didn't come from me, which actually, if you read some of the media articles that I've been reading today, it's all stating his name. So he's trying to distance himself from this. Does that say that actually this rumor is untrue? Not really, but if people are trying to get away from it, it kind of gives you a bit more credence to maybe my reasoning to say why this actually probably isn't real. Now, I'm a Hero 2. He is a famed leaker, right? He's given us the Persona 3 Reloaded news, and also he gave us loads of different tidbits when it comes to Final Fantasy Remake. Now, this guy, he is storied. He says stuff. It normally happens. And he's saying, actually, this one is tosh. So I'm sticking with him. But in 2 years, a lot can change, as Davey said. So who knows? Like, who knows if this is correct? It might just happen at 2025 and we'll look back on this episode and go, actually, Phil, you were wrong on this because it did happen. It's going to happen at some point, doesn't it?
It definitely does. It definitely does. And I'll tell you what, if they do reveal it at this Rumored State of Play or whenever, I'm a Hero 2 is going to backtrack and be like, it was me. I'm the leaker. All of you, I told you I was right. Watching. But yeah, I agree with you, Phil. It's tosh. But my heart wants it to be true so bad. I would drop everything else. I'd book time off work. I would bloody break up with my miss. I wouldn't do that. But I'd tell her, look, leave me alone for a bit. Just, I need some space. All right. She's like, what have I done? I'd be like, nothing. Bloodborne is coming back. And she'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough. And she'd understand. As anyone should. I tell my mum, like, don't bother me. Bloodborne's back. But is it going to happen? Nah, probably not. But like you said, sometime it has to be true. Sometime it does.